Okay, so good morning. Today we will talk about what is Dhamma. So I hope you are working out on the Buddha. Now, time to look at what is Dhamma. One question: what do you think is Dhamma? Like Buddha is Etan Santan, Etan Panitan. That is all Buddha is. So if you're a follower of a Buddha, ultimately Nibbana is the end goal of it. And the process is Etan Santan, Etan Panitan, Yadidam Sabba Sankhara Samato. Sabbupadi pati nisaggo tanhakhayo virago nirodho nibbana. And because it is like that, we have to then go by itipiso bhagava arham samma sambuddho vidyacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati satta deva manusanam buddho bhagava iti. So that is what is the Buddha we went through yesterday. Now, in the same format, what do you think is Dhamma?
What is that Ehi Pachiko? What
No,
is it?
yeah, Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo. That is correct. But what is Dhamma?
From that, I'm trying to derive.
Okay, you're trying to derive. Okay.
Dependent origination is Dhamma.
Dependent origination, Patita Samutpada is Dhamma. So no, it's not like that. Yo mam pasati, so dhammam pasati, yo patit samutpadam pasati, so dhammam pasati. So that means if you are looking at Buddha Dhamma, then you are looking at Patisamutpada. But my question is, what is Dhamma? What's the teaching? Which sutta talks about teaching? There's one sutta which talks entire teaching, not the Samanapala sutta. So don't take that, saying that, oh, here it is. No,
Anapanasati Sutta.
no.
Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta.
No, not even Anattalakkana sutta.
It will be from AN or SN, mostly AN, because it must be small.
Yeah, it is small. Try it out. We've been on this journey, I think, at least 3 years or even more. So I've thought about remaining silent for some time. See, to give you a chance, basically. If you give up, do let me know. Then I can finish it. So now, if you remember Buddha, it is Etan Santan Etan Panitan. What is Dhamma?
I gave up.
Pardon?
I gave up.
You gave up. Okay, good. I give up too. Okay, Anusha. All others also give up.
Because I think Paticca Samutpada, what they says is correct answer.
Yes, it is correct. I'm not saying no, but
But deeper than that.
yo mam pasati, so dhammam pasati, yo pati samatpadam pasati, so dhammam pasati. That is correct. But that is just the top. That but it gives it what is that I'm talking. If you remember this much, is what he says, you're done.
Is it related to Etan Santan?
No, no. Ultimately, if you were to practice, you will come to Etan Santan, Etan Panitan, Yadidam, that one. Instead of Etan Santan, Etan Panitan, Yadidam, Neva Sanya na Sanyayatan. The Turiya state, once achieved, is such a profound state. It is difficult to say that you have not achieved. Yes, Ashutosh.
So Dhamma is when we don't do the wrong deeds.
No,
We
that's
have
a
to
very
do only
basic
the
Dhamma. No.
Yeah, that is Dhamma. Dhamma and Dhamma are two different words.
No, the thing is like this. You are talking about the Dasa Akusala. That is like,
yes.
yeah, you're taking a broom and cleaning. That is not Dhamma. Dhamma is something which will not go out, irrespective of Tathagata exist or Tathagata that doesn't
That's
exist.
what actually on internet they have used this wording. Dhammo, Dhamma.
Correct. Okay, yes, are you?
I wasn't paying attention, but have anyone said Yam Kinchi Samudaya Dhamma? That
No. That is Dhamma as an object. Yam kinchi samudaya dhammam sabbam tam nirodha dhammam iti. That is separate. I am asking about
Quality.
teaching.
Samudaya Dhamma means quality of the
Yeah. See,
nature.
when you bring everything together, like this body is brought together, then you say this is a person. So if you say this is a person, that is bound to go away. Okay. We are talking about teaching. So like Swakhato Bhagavata Dhammo Sanditiko Akaliko Yehi Passiko Opanaiko Pachattam Veditabbo Vinyuhi Iti. This is the quality of Dhamma. The question is, what is Dhamma?
See things as they are.
That is the result of it. It's like you take up an examination and when you pass the exam, that is what it is. Good try. I can immediately give
Nibbana
you.
is Dhamma.
Pardon?
Nibbana is the Dhamma.
Nibbana is the Dhamma which takes you to the state of the Buddha, which is or Arhat. That is the reason you are going by Buddha, because it says Iti piso Bhagava. Bhagava is like this. Like what? Arham. So you are going there. Etan santan, etan panitan, yajidam sabba sankhara samato, sabbupadi patinisaggo, tanhakhayo, virago, nirodo, nibbana. This is the fourth level. I yesterday covered 3 levels. Now we are coming to the fourth level. Arham. Then, if you increase paramis, you can now choose between you want to become a Samma Sambuddha or you can end up as an Arhat. Samma Sambuddha. Then you are working on Vidya Charana Sampanno. Sugati. Sugati means good place. Sugato. Lokavidu. One who knows 3 words. That is Sankhara Loka, Ukasa Loka and Satta Loka. And I have not covered what are these lokas. And you say, I know what is Buddha. So the minimum thing you need to know is etan santan, etan panitan. But if you go deeper, you will see the lokas. What we are talking about realms are the satta loka. But what you should see is sankhara loka. And in between is okasa loka. 3 loka. Anyway, loka vidu. Anuttara. Why? Like that, if you do it, you cover up all the 10 levels of etan santan, etan panitan. And the end result of that is Nibbana. But you should know the Dhamma. Which sutta talks about Buddha Dhamma? That is Dhamma. Nothing to imagine. See, I do Vipassana of Goenkaji. Then I go into concentration. Or basically, Goenkaji means that 95% is Visuddhi Magga. Now, if I go by that, I get into concentration. That's good. As much as I start concentrating, it becomes minute and minute and minute and minute and minute to the extent that everything starts to break, like what we spoke about sand. It happens. You're able to see, but it is not yet Buddha Dhamma. Yes, it's a good state to be. It takes you there. But what is required to take there? In the Buddha Dhamma, there is nothing called as imagination. Yes.
Sir, Four Noble Truths.
No, that you leave it. That is, yes, part of it is Four Noble Truth. Then you'll say Patisamutpada, Four Noble Truth, with all that. But
Right Noble Path.
Noble
It all
Eightfold,
includes like,
Noble Eightfold Path is part of the Four Noble Truth only. No, so what difference?
so all these includes like Dhamma, we can say.
I know that, but there is one single sutta where Buddha explains, this is my Dhamma, which cannot be refuted by anyone.
Yes, I have read that sutta, but the name I cannot remember.
That
right
means
now.
you are not practicing.
Kala Vivada also
No,
said that,
yeah, Kala
right? Buddha
Vivada
cannot-
is a good one, but there is one single sutta where he says, you cannot refute it. No one can come and refute it. If it was atomic, anybody can refute. Like we have been discussing yesterday or day before yesterday with Manjusha, who is doing that. She is able to do it, but there is you can refute it. I am not able to experience. I don't know what you are saying. So then you get two views. One view is that you can do it. Another view is that you can't do it. Another one who has a view I can do it always tries to prove that he can do it or she can do it. And one who doesn't have ability to do it will always say that what you're saying is wrong. So that is what the Aggivacha Sutta is all about. That mogham anyam. That is, whatever other person is saying is not true. Whatever I am saying is true. And I will even put a brand of Buddha on that. So how do we know? Yes, sir, you.
Is it the Tayatana Sutta you're talking about?
You have hit a bull's eye. I don't know from where did you pick that up. Yes.
I mean, to refute.
I was giving some clue as well. Okay, anyway. Good. It ended the problem. Yes, it is actually Titayatana Sutta, AN 3.61. And in that, Buddha talks, what is my Dhamma? I don't know whether you have gone through in a very deep level. You might have just skimmed it, just like we skim the surface. If you want to know the Buddha, you have to go through Etan Santan, Etan Panitan. If you want to know the Dhamma, you have to go by this Sutta, Titayatana Sutta. You should never forget. Because this one Sutta will teach you what to imagine and what not to imagine. There's nothing called imagination in Buddha Dhamma at all. Meaning, if I say that I'm seeing sky, he will laugh at it. He'll say, better put some water to your eyes and meditate.
He summarizes the Dhamma he's teaching there.
I know
Rather
that.
than-
So
rather
there
than
is
giving one
no.
word.
No. He gives what is my Dhamma. So
Okay, summary. But in many sutta he has given summary.
no, but this sutta is clear between karma or everything is karma. Second one is that it is act of God. And third one is random causes. Because our mentality will be all the three. Sometimes we go by karma. Sometimes we go by God. Sometimes we go by random causes. Anyway, beyond that point, let's only talk about Buddha Dhamma. When we say itipiso swakhato bhagavata dhammo, what is swakhata bhagavata dhammo? That means it is self-revealing. How does it reveal itself? The sixth dhatu reveals by itself. Sandittiko, you can see it. There's no imagination. Akaliko, there is Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, Akasa and Vinyana are akaliko. It doesn't take time to see. Yehi Pasiko, come here and see. Openaiko, open for investigation. Pachattam Veditabbo Vinyuhi iti takes you to the wisdom, highest wisdom, to understand the six dhatus. Similarly, when I have this sixth dhatu, there should be six ayatanas, field of experience. So to create an experiencer and an experience, you should have a field of experience. Otherwise, you can't experience and call something as experiencer. So you should have the ayatana. And they are phassa ayatana, not just ayatana. Phassa ayatana. That means there is a contactable surface. When the light falls on that, there's a contact. If light doesn't fall, there's no contact. Then there are 18 preoccupations due to six senses. Six somanasa, six domanasa, six adukha, asukha. And then there are four noble truths. This is what is Buddha Dhamma. So now, if I am saying that I am seeing Brahma, I have to go and hit myself in the slap and go to Mula Pariyaya Sutta, MN1, and remove the Manyana. Yes, you are seeing, but that's a reflection. Nobody is saying that you didn't see the Brahma. Yes, it's a reflection of the consciousness called as Brahma. How did you see? Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, Akasa, Vinyana. How did you experience? Chakkayatana, Sotayatana, Ghanayatana, Jivayatana, Kayayatana, Manayatana. What did you experience? Rupa, Sabda, Gandha, Rasa, Pottabba, Dhamma. Can you put in any other way? No. And what did it give you as a result? Six somanasa, six domanasa, six upekha. And each is a dukkha. Now you can't make always somanasa, because the Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo and Akasa and Vinyana are going to be the same, but seen in a different way. So your mind get preoccupied with what it doesn't like. So now I take that. And hence he says, Swakhato Bhagavata Dhammo. You can literally see it revealing in front of you. Yes.
So the important part, Paticca Samutpata,
It's coming. It's coming. Hold on.
it is not included.
It's there. Hold on. I'm going to give me some time. I'm going to open that up, reveal that for you. In the same sutta, it is there. What is the bet? You open AN 3.61, go to Four Noble Truth. In that, you look at Samudaya.
Got it.
You have to write your full property to me, or I will write my property to you if I lose. Okay, anyway. You can take my property, I have no problem. So now, these are the four things. What are the four things? One, Swakhato Bhagavata Dhammo means that you can see the Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, Akasa, Vinyana Dhatu. Cha Dhaturo Ayam Purisa. In Dhatu Vibhanga Sutta. Okay. So if any time you want to say what is Buddha Dhamma, is 6 qualities. Dhatu. Roughly called as elements. Fine. First thing. Experiencer experienced. Cha ayatana. Asayatana. To be very specific. If wherever you use the word I am experiencing, I am experiencing. Replace it with Chakuncha Paticcha Rupecha Upajjati Chakku Vinyanam. Clear? Then Tinna Sangati Phasso. Stop till there. Don't take Vedana. Now you will see the difference between the Burmese method and the Buddha method in this sutta when you come to Dhamma. There's a huge difference. So we'll open that up and see. Now, when we come to the 6 ayatana, 6 senses, that is 6 sense fields of experience, and the experience creates this magical illusion of an experiencer with an experience. So it becomes dual. The consciousness establishes in the ayatana and also reflected on the object. And that is what Buddha teaching is. To see this magician in action. If you catch it, akaliko happens. Because that is what is happening all the time. And come and see, yehi passiko, open for investigation. Anybody can come and investigate. Can never win battle with Buddha. Okay. And Pachattam Veditabbo Vinyuhi iti. And when you get that, you get the Vinyu, the discipline to see the Veda. Okay. Veda of what? Veda is knowledge. You get a knowledge of how things arises, how things persist, how things go away. So in the Hindu tradition, we can put it as Brahma, creation, Vishnu as a protector, Maheshwara as the destroyer. Upada Titi Bhanga. Or Shrishti Sthiti Laya. So in whichever format we put, we can really experience. So what is Shrishti, Sthiti and Laya? Shrishti is 6 ayatanas. Sthiti is as you are experiencing whatever you expected it to experience. Laya is when the object goes away and it's gone forever. That is a mental preoccupation. So manasa, do manasa, upekka. Then the Four Noble Truths. So again, repeating 6 qualities, 6 ayatana, 18 mental preoccupations, 4 Noble Truths. So if somebody asks you what is Buddha, Etan Santan, Etan Panitan. If somebody asks what is Dhamma, you should only go by Anguttara Nikaya 3.61 Titayatana Sutta. The entire 84,000 suttas are condensed in this one single sutta. That's one sutta. I don't have to be master of all the suttas. Whether I read that sutta, this sutta, whatever sutta, doesn't matter. If I get experience in this sutta, that is sufficient because I've understood the Dhamma. So what did I achieve is that I achieved to seeing the Buddha through the Dhamma now. So yo mam pasati, so dhammam pasati. So and the Dhamma of the Buddha is this. 6 dhatu, 6 ayatana, 18 mental preoccupation, and 4 noble truths. Okay. Now, I will not cover the 6 dhatu, but I will cover the 6 ayatana because that is our main focus of interest when we meditate, when we are trying to do it in Bodh Gaya. Using the Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, Akasa. There is no Vinyana there in that Maharahulavada Sutta, but is there in the Dhatu Vibhanga Sutta. So then we will see why that is removed purposefully and why it is included there. Because that was Pukkarasati and this is Rahula. So we can roughly look at what was a Rahula state of mind. It is also, he is better, but we can go to the Rahula state of mind to then understand how to get into the Anagami state to begin with and then turn itself into Arhat. Okay, so that's the objective of going to Bodh Gaya. We'll try. We'll give our best try to reach Anagami for ourselves and we can verify. Yes, this is what is Anagami. Okay. Coming back. 6 ayatanas. What is the speciality of this ayatana? When the Indriya doesn't have phassa by its own definition. And what is Indriya? Indravanti iti Indriya. That which runs with an object, in search of an object, is Indriya. Meaning, I will only go in search of a sight. It will not go in search of sound. Ear will not go in search of sight. It will go in search of sound. Like that. So, dhite mattam is just noticing this eye is going to see a sight. That's the basic. Ayatana is modifying that into an experience. For that, there should be a phassa. Got the point? So when I say ayatana, it's already having some raga, dvesha, moha in that. How much? We don't know, but yes. So the field of experience, when I say field, it is chara. Chara means order. Chara is movement, both of them. So you move along with that. That is, the eye moves along with what is happening. Ear moves as per what the sound is. So to give an example, yesterday we did that meditation using Mangala Sutta. Now, what happens if I take some song? This is also Gatha, that is also a song. Both are in the Indriya, sound. But when it comes to Ayatana, the perception gets added because of the feeling. Chakuncha paticcha rupecha upajati chakku vinyanam. Which vinyana? That Kishore Kumar vinyana has started. Inna sangati phasso. That phasayatana we are talking about. Whose ayatana? Kishore Kumar's ayatana. Hasapachaya Vedana. What did I feel? Kishore Kumar. Why? Who says so? Perception. Who is Kishore Kumar, by the way? Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, Akasha, Vindhyana. And what did he do? He sang songs. Very good. What songs? Songs means what? It is Sotayatana or Sota Indriya, to be very precise. Now the song is coming from where? From the vocal cords. Did he own the vocal cord by himself? No. But the ayatana made him feel, made that feeling happen, that it is his vocal cord through which he is singing the song. This much of papancha has happened. So the 6 ayatanas are very important to investigate that. So our job should be to assess these ayatanas so that they don't go and hold on to the object as though they are experiencing, because there nothing can be experienced. If we don't do it, then we get into 18 mental preoccupation. Chakkuna rupam disva so manas thaniyam rupam upavicharati. Vicharati is to think. So manasathaniyam rupam upavicharati. Upekha thaniyam rupam upavicharati. Upa, higher. Vichara, to think. Oh, I am seeing. Ah, so nice. But what he is seeing is just an object, not the nice. This is called preoccupation. So it superimposes on the consciousness and you get a conscious experience, say, of vilas, when there is no vilas at all. This is what is Buddha Dhamma as such, to cut these two. Just cut it and see what is there. Just a chakku. Object is separate, chakku is separate. This vijnana is causing the problem. Distorted, perverted, or whatever we can put that. Okay, so this is 618. Now come to the first noble truth. Just listen to it very carefully. This is one sutta which explains what is dukkha. You will come to know what are we in search for. When we say I'm meditating, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, etc., etc. What is Buddha Dhamma in terms of meditation? And what are we meditating upon? When we take a breath or this or that or whatever, what are we meditating? Are we putting ourselves to sleep? Or are we doing samatha? Are we doing vipassana? Are we doing both? Are we doing the right vipassana? Or vipassana, actually, to be honest. So, first thing, you need to observe Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, Akasa, Vijnana. These come together. And when they come together, it's a stage of Gandhabba. And Gandhabba has 4 things. Kamma, Utu, Chitta, Ahara. Okay. Now, this coming together is the coming togetherness of dependent origination. Again, I repeat, this coming together is coming together of dependent origination. Iti imasmim sati idam hoti. Now the sati has happened. What sati has happened? It's taken shape. They were all separate. They have all come together. Iti imasmim sati idam hoti imassa uppada. Now this is uppada is happening. Idam uppajjati. Now it will show up. Why? Because the vijnana is continuing. Okay. When will it continue? As long as Nama Rupa exists, so long it continues. Okay, first let's sort this out. 5. Yes, Shreyas.
Is this what is called Paticca Samutpanna?
The two links are Patisamutpanna. What we are talking is Patisamutpada. Between birth and
So-
death is Patisamutpanna.
Okay, so the coming togetherness of
Is dependent origination, Paticca Samutpada, with the formula. Iti imasmim sati idam hoti, imassa upada idam uppajjati. Okay, so now we have to observe. What should we observe? This coming together becomes Okkanti, Jati, Sanjati, third stage Okkanti. It now ready to descend because of the Kammaja Kaya. Okay, Kamma Khetta, Vijnana Bija, Tanha Sineho. So, Vakkantiya Sati Namarupa. So, Jati, Sanjati, Vakkanti, Abhinibatti, Kandanam Patubhavo, Ayatanam Patilabo, Ayam Uchatananda Jati. In that, Vakkantiya Sati Namarupa. That is, the consciousness has now taken, because there is Jivitindriya, there is Ayu, and it holds on to it, latches onto it. Why? Kamma Khetta, Vijnana Bija, Sineho is moisture. That is Tanha Sineho. Okkantiya Sati Namarupa. Namarupa Pachaya Salayatana. Salayatana Pachaya Passo. Passa Pachaya Vedana. Now, where the Vipassana, what we are doing, is from Vedana. Vipassana we should be doing is from Passa. But then you will see the Ayatana. So the difference is, first we do Vedana, understand the body sensations to what it is, get to a level where the mind stabilizes always in the sensation. You can find out, oh, I'm getting this sensation, I'm getting that sensation. Now you're observer. Now you drop that. Get into the top, one level up, Phassa. Because without Phassa, there cannot be any Vedana. Without contact, there cannot be any feeling. The objective of Buddha Dhamma is to cut the ayatana from the object, remove the Phassa, not the Vedana. If we start cutting the Vedana, you get only Vedana. So we are always in Vedana. We have to go one level up. Vakkantiya Sati Namarupa, Namarupa Pachaya Salayatana. So we have to cut the 6 sense spaces or 6 sense sphere, 6 sense field, whatever we want to name that as. For that, you have to cut the Phassa. That is the water supply. Cut the water supply. Finished. Done. Now, if you start feeling, whatever you are feeling, I am feeling this, I am feeling that, I am feeling vibration, all that is dukkha. And what he says, Vediyamanasya ko panaham bhikkave idam dukkanti panyapemi. Ayam dukkha samaduyoti panyapemi. Ayam dukkha nirodeti panyapemi. Ayam dukkha nirodagamini patipada iti panyapemi. Now, if whatever you feel, as sukha vedana, dukkha sukha vedana, or whatever we want to call that as, I'm this, I'm that, all that taken together. So mental, kaika vedana, chetasika vedana. Chetasika vedana is I am vilas. Kaika vedana is the sensation what I am getting every moment. I might get it on the body, but it appears on all the six senses. It's not only on the body. So now the kaika vedana has a dependency on the Chetasika Vedana or the Chitta Vedana, or the Chetasika Vedana has the dependency on the Kaika Vedana, but there are certain Vedanas which are only Kaika, there are certain Vedanas which are only Chetasika. Anything I recognize is a Chitta Vedana. So then I see and I perceive. That perception is created due to Vedana.
And that is equivalent to what Abhidhamma saying that every chitta has universal Chaitasika,
Correct.
Vedana and Sanya.
Yes.
That level.
That level, yes. 7 Chetasika. So when I do that, what happens? I am in dukkha. This is called dukkha. Feeling of whatever you are feeling is a dukkha. You keep on feeling. That is what he says in the Putta Mamsa Sutta. He gives an example. Just like a cow, it doesn't have skin, it runs here, runs there, wherever it runs. The flies keep on jumping on the skin. Every feeling is like that because there is a contact. You remove the water supply, drain it out, nothing there to feel. Then you are in Vimukti. Okay, coming to this. If you
One
feel,
question.
yes,
You said cut the first and Salaitana will cut.
Phassa Pachaya Vedana. You cut
No.
you cut the water supply board is Phassa. If you cut the Phassa, the Ayatana also will fall out.
Then why it is saying Salaitana Pachaya Passu?
It goes in circles. Each one link, Avijja Pachaya Sankhara also has Sankhara Pachaya Avijja, like that. So it is like like a dog holding its tail and trying to run around with that. Good question, good observation. Yes, Ashutosh.
Sir, if we are not having the phassa, like the sense door is not sense door is not coming with the sense object, then in that case we are not having the first. And when we are not having the first, then we are not going to have the sensation also.
Correct.
Correct?
So
So we
what?
are like,
Yes, go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
no. You say.
I will
That's my
say,
question.
So in that sense, when we cut first, we are Nibbana in the state of Nibbana only, right?
yes, see that you will remove the nimitta. Because when there is phassa, there is vedana and there is sanya. So if you don't want that, you cut the nimitta. And you see in the Samannapala Sutta, Indriya Gutta Dwara. Nobody goes into the detail what is Gutta Dwara. It is actually Gupta Dwara, meaning secret door. Without your knowledge, things enter. The question is how it enters. It enters through 2 of the thieves. The first thief is Nimitta. You symbolize. The food for the Ayatana is the symbol. That's a food, basic food.
So in that case, we are not going to have these 18 sensation. The 18 sensation.
No, you will not have preoccupations of that, not the sensation. The sensation
And
will
what
be
is what?
upekha. The sensation will become upekha because the vijnana is upekha. Okay, let's not so much complicate. Let us first finish the simplicity, then we'll go into many levels of it. Just give me some time. I will
Okay,
cover
sir.
it up. I'll cover it up. Hold on. And thanks for your excitement. Hold on. Let's first finish this. So now what I should do in meditation is look at the dukkha. If I'm feeling,
Wait. You were talking about India Gupta Dwara, one keeps nimittas, and then you stop.
then the nana byanjana, that is describing. निमित्त ग्राही होती नाना व्यंजन ग्राही होती ग्रहण is to take it. In Sanskrit and in Pali both the terms are same. Graha is to hold, is to get. Grahana is completely taken. It's completely taken. If you ask me, Vilas, what is this room? It looks so nice. I pick up nice, okay, not the room. I pick up the nice and now start to explain you what is nice. Vilas, your room looks so nice. Oh, yes, I recently bought the carpet. You're talking about carpet? Or you're talking about that bed sheet, what I put there? So now you see how I'm symbolizing it. Bed sheet is a symbol. Carpet is a symbol. He asked, your room looked nice. If I'm a smart person, I would have asked, what is nice in the room? Now that's it. Cut. Because now you have to think, yeah, correct. What was nice in this? But what did I pick up? Nice. If he says, your room is very dirty, same person. Dirty has come where? You tell me where the dirt has come.
Right.
The chitta. His chitta is carrying dirt. He's seeing dirt. So on the screen, the dirt has come. So now what I can say? Maybe it's having dirt. Can you tell me where the dirt is? No, the way you've organized that, I don't like it. It's your personal preference. Oh. So it is nimitta grahi hoti. Nana vyanjana grahi hoti. If you have indriya gutta dwara open, you'll only get this information. What if you are closed? Then the 18 mental preoccupation will not be there. Beautiful. No dukkha. Full sukha. Because you know the dukkha. It is feeling. You're not feeling anything. So you're in sukha. So the deathless is basically non-perception, non-feeling. Anusha, hope you got the answer. Yesterday, by purpose, I did not pick up that sutta because you have taken the Jhana sutta.
Thank you. Yes.
Okay. So cutting the ayatana from the objects gives you deathless experience. Because you have cut all the 18 mental occupations. So you get jati pi dukkha, jara pi dukkha, vyadi pi dukkha, all that. Then coming down, what is the origin? Samudaya satya. Now you might be startled to see that is paticca samutpada. But in like what Reyes was talking about, the Dhamma Chakka Pavattana Sutta, he talks about tanha. Shouldn't he put tanha there? For the dukkha, samudaya. What I have been taught. Why is he putting paticca samutpada? It's a shocking thing for me. But if I really see why he has put it's because of the ayatana. I don't know the ayatana, so I am in avidya. And I am doing sankharas of ayatana. What ayatana? Chetana, intention. Chakka, sanchetana. Sota, sanchetana. Ghana, sanchetana. Kaya, sanchetana. Mano, sanchetana. Jivha, sanchetana. Rupa, sanchetana. Shabda, sanchetana. Rasa, sanchetana. Pottabha, sanchetana. Like that. All these are intentions. Anything you intend will create dukkha. Because the sankhara turns itself into abhisankara. First I create my intention. I intend to do like this. Oh, okay. That means you're going to prepare something out of it, right? Yes. And when you prepare, what will you see? Whatever you want to see. So I see this beautiful. Beautiful is in Vijnana. Can you show me beautiful? You can show the room at the max. You can't show the beauty in the room. You can show the room again, but you can't show the ugliness in the room. You can show a human body. Everybody has one body. It's a human body made out of food. But you can't show vilas. That Vijnana, magician, is creating this illusion now. So that is the reason avidya is there. Avidyayatveva asesa viraga nirodho. Avidya nirodho, sankhara nirodho. Sankhara nirodho, like that. Vijnana nirodho. This Vijnana, Vilas Vijnana, is gone. Okay. So when I do this, then I understand how the dukkha has started. How it did start? Nama Rupa Pachay Salaytana, Salaytana Pachay Phassa, Phassa Pachay Vedana, and this Vedana is the dukkha which has Jati, Jara, Marana, Soka, Parideva, Dukkha, Domana, Supayasa, Sambhavanti, and the origin of that, the Samudaya, is Paticca Samutpada. Example. Iti imasmim sati idam hoti imassa uppada idam uppajjati iti imasmim asati idam na hoti imassa nirodha idam nirujjati. Okay. And then cessation is avidyayatveva asesa viraga nirodha sankhara nirodho. Sankhara nirodha, vijnana nirodho, and all. And then the ending is Samma Ditti, Samma Sankappa, usual one. So we'll just close it there. But there's so much of depth. You really see it. You might have read the sutta. I don't deny it. Because I have put it in my website also that Asita Atita Ayatana Sutta is most important. I've gone through it. But you don't know that is Dhamma. One sutta where you have Dhamma is here. One sutta on the practice, complete practice, is DN2, Samanya Phala Sutta. Yes.
Panchkhanda, Panchupadan Khanda. Why it is mentioned?
Panchupadana Khanda Dukkha. Right? It's there, no? The first noble truth. Evam evam etasya kevalasa dukkha khandasya samudayo hoti. Idam uchati bhikkave dukkha samudayam arya satyam. He can't be leaving that. Then there is something wrong with Buddha. Maybe he was thinking about somebody. This is one sutta for Dhamma. Now, what is Sangha? Let's see. I'll give you an answer in a second. We'll finish it and then we'll go to the Sangha tomorrow. Anyone, Anusha, Ashutosh, I think they have all stopped fighting, saying, no, let me not take risk.
No, sir. So how to do it? Like you said that we should not like how to practice this. That we
Practice
should
what?
not have the first. Like we should not
That
have
is the
the
whole
first.
thing. No, yeah, that is the practice. So now the further practice only we are doing that, or whatever that Maharahulava, the sutta is for removing the phassa.
Like you have said that when like we have to see the dhatu, like the element.
Yes, so when you see that
That
elements as element, the phassa goes away.
then we are not having the first. When we are seeing the like a space as a space and the prithvi as a prithvi like this.
Yes.
Etannamama etonaham.
That is the phassa. That's actually is the phassa. That makes you as yours.
And sir, one more thing you have said like olarik sukuma hitan panitam dure like this we have to apply this also when we are practicing this.
Yes, sir. So that is what we are going to do in Bodh Gaya. I'm going to give you a call. Don't worry. I'll not keep you high and dry. We are going to meet up there only and we will practice.
Okay, sir.
Don't worry. Just because you are not able to come doesn't mean that I'm going to say that, okay, you're not coming there. Only exclusive club members are Shreyas and Harry.
I know. You will include all.
Yeah, anyone can join, so we will do that. So to answer to your question, first thing is we need to see the dhatu as they are. Yatha bhuta jnana dasana. How they have become. Bhuta is become. So you have to observe your body. It has become. Yes, Ashutosh.
So how like then Etan Santan and this how this both technique are different. Like when we are practicing Etan Santan, like yesterday I was you were observing Etan Santan like the five aggregates, and now in Dhamma, now in this we are watching only the elements. So how these both the technique are different from each other?
Why? How it is different? Etan Santan, Etan Panitan, Sa Anta. What is Sa? Self. Sakhai Ditti is what? Rupa Vedana Sanya Sankhara Vinyana.
So in this technique we are doing the same thing, I guess.
You are
But
doing
in
the
like
same thing, but the Buddha Dhamma Sangha you need to know in detail is what I'm saying. If somebody asks you what is Buddha, just give me what is Buddha.
Like Buddha is not having a first he understood the five
No.
elements as the five elements,
No.
and he's not
Not
having
like
any
that.
craving.
No, wait. There is not like that. There is one sutta where Buddha explains what is his state. It talks about all sunny. And yet you can feel it. You can perceive it. And Ananda goes mad. How it is, sir? Tell me. He says, Etan Santan, Etan Panitan, Yadidam Sabba Sankhara Samato, Sabbupadi Patinisaggo, Tanhakaya, Virago, Nirodho, Nibbana. Then his answer is not God. So again he goes to Sariputta. Sir, I went to Buddha, he told me this. What do you think? And Sariputta gives even more, some more examples and says, Etan Santan, Etan Panitan, Yadidam Sabba Sankhara Samato. And then Ananda says, Yatha teacher, Tatha student. So nice. Adbhuta.
So just for the knowledge sake, we are knowing the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. But the practice we can do, Etan Santan is also enough. Like if
Yes.
you want to attend the state of Transit, Etan Santan will
No,
help us to
you,
reach that state.
the Jhana Sutta, he says that you will attain all that because you will ultimately investigate everything. It's not
Even
that
first jhana etan santan, second jhana etan santan, third jhana etan santan.
yeah, in each one of them he says Amatta. You have to
So
go
through
to
Etan,
the,
through Etan Santan, we can also observe Dhamma in that.
it
We can
is
see Dhamma
Dhamma
in Etan
only.
Santan.
So I don't know why you are distinguishing in Etan Santan, Etan Panitan. If you break it down, you will come to the same one.
I think he's
Now I
trying to
understand.
find practice actually. What is the practice? Etan santan, I don't think it's a practice. It is vow. Say when you say vow, can we say vow is a practice?
It's not.
Like yesterday, you said that first we need to do Buddha Vandana, like the two qualities of Buddha, Vidya and Charan. So
Vidya
we are now
Charana.
continuing.
See, for first year develop. See, I don't know. You are bringing too many things. So let's go back. Just take back. Okay, this is just like rolling back. Okay.
Yes.
First is Vidya Charana. That you should do. That is doing. I asked you a question. Why do you like Buddha? And the answer was not there. I said you like because of the peace. And the only place you can understand what is peace is Etan Santan, Etan Panitan. So if you see Buddha, it is Etan Santan, Etan Panitan. I didn't say that is a practice. I said you need to develop Vidyacharana.
Yesterday, you told that we have to reflect on that Etan Santan, Etan Panitan, like throughout the day.
Because you have to
That
build
was the
Buddha.
practice. Yes. So in order to build the Buddha, we need to practice this. Once we establish Buddha,
Then you don't require.
then we don't require.
Then what is required? You have to work out on Charana Dhamma.
Okay.
Sila, Indriya Samvara, Jagari Anuyogo, Bhojana Mattenutta, Saddha, Sati, Hiri, Ottappa, Bahusaccha, Virya, Panya. Patama jhana, Dutiya jhana, Tatiya jhana, Chaturtha jhana. This is Charana Dhamma, 15. Yes.
See, my way of understanding etan santan is very simple. When you practice something, let's say sila, because of practicing sila, you feel relieved of something, right? The load is relieved. Some kind of load is relieved. You are free, you are peaceful. Observing, noticing that is etan santan.
Right.
It should not go unnoticed. The peace that has occurred on you because of sila, it should not go unnoticed. If you notice, it will increase.
Yeah.
Just by observation, it will increase. That way, it is also a practice, and that way, it is not even a practice.
Correct. So now the objective here. So let's put it in a very straight thing. What I wanted you to do yesterday is first have experiential faith in Buddha. For experiential faith in Buddha, you need to first know what is Buddha. So Buddha has that beautiful smile. It is Hasitupada. How did he get that? Is because of Etan Santan, Etan Panitan. You got the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, Itipiso Bhagava Araham, when we see he became Arham because of what? Because he became Sammasambuddha. How did he become Sammasambuddha? Because he created Vidya Charana Sampanno. So I am following Buddha not because Buddha is great, because he has the Vijja, he has the Charana Dhamma, which I can follow. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So if somebody asks me, how do I develop Vijja and Charana, I would then say, see the Dhamma. Now question comes, where should I see the Dhamma? Hitayatana Sutta. You see the connection now. Got it, Ashutosh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, in totality, can you tell me one sutta where I can go in 4 layers? Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Anagami, Arhat. Maharahulavada Sutta MN 62. Over. Can I verify my accomplishments? Yes. Go to DN2. You look at whether you got getting all of that. Yes, sir, I'm getting. Done. Over. Throw the book. You're done. So it's a very simple map. So first I know Buddha, then I know Dhamma, because it gives me that confidence. Why am I behind this person or behind this Dhamma? I have confidence. If somebody tries to shake my confidence, he cannot. And that is the state of Sotapanna. It's not that he recites sitting in the morning, says that Panati Pata Veramani Sikkapadam Samadhiyami Adinnadana Veramani Sikkapadam Samadhiyam. That is not. Or closes the door for 20 days or 30 days or 50 days or 100 days. I will not come out of this door. I'll sit here only. That's a conditioned environment. No defilements will go out of conditioned environment. You can suppress the condition. You can suppress the defilements, but you can't remove the defilements. If you want to remove the defilements, there's nothing called ajjatta bahidda. Remove that. There's nothing called internal, absolute internal. There's nothing called absolute external. So for that, I need to know what is patavi, what is apo, what is tejo, what is vayu, what is akasa, what is vijnana. That's the practice. So 4 things. First is dhatu, second one is ayatana, third one is mental preoccupation, fourth one is the Four Noble Truth. That's it. That's all is Buddha. Final question. What is Sangha? Yes.
Simple answer I will give first.
Yeah, give.
Just to food for thought.
Yes.
So my understanding, so everyone talks about Sangha as a union of people. This is typical layperson's talk. Sangha means we the people. And second, sometime I hear is the Sangha means the Santa, means the Arhat or whoever is the teacher. So in our context, you are the Sangha or we are the Sangha.
Correct.
This is two normal definition is prevailing everywhere.
Correct.
But the third definition I have heard is the capability of myself to guide myself is also a Sangha.
Correct. Agreed. Which is one sutta which explains Sangha. Okay. Answer is Ratana Sutta. Yani da bhutani samagatani bhummani va yani va antalikke. It gives everything. What is Sotapanna? What is that? What is that? Puggala? Everything. So Ratana Sutta is Sangha. Hitayatana Sutta is Dhamma. Jnana Sutta in its essence, if you were to achieve, is Buddha. Because you are in Nibbana. You are following Buddha because of Nibbana. And the Nibbana achieving is in the Dhamma. Those who are following that is Sangha. That's it. So tomorrow we can take Ratana Sutta. You will be amazed at how Karaniya Metta Sutta, Ratana Sutta, Mangala Sutta, Metta Sutta can make you an Arhat. Yes, Arya.
I guess that's why some people I met thought the Sutta Nipata is the most best out of all the sutta.
No, there are various interpretation and versions and all that. Leave it. Don't get bothered about. Yeah, when they say, you say yes, 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 because I too know it. SNP, so and so. Yeah, it's correct. What you're talking is right.
People generally know the sutta by their lower understanding, and here also everyone takes that meaning. For example, Ratan Sutta, they take meaning that in here also we are chanting Ratan Sutta. The teacher chants Ratan Sutta for purifying the land. So that's why, because when Ratan Sutta was chanted, the drought was gone, right?
Correct. Correct.
So they take that as the meaning. So this is like Hanuman Chalisa.
Correct. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Anath Pindaka or that sutta, no, Angulimal Sutta, they chant is because giving birth to baby.
Correct. See, if you are on the first step, expecting the top, it's not going to happen. But if you are on the top, you can see all the steps. So when we look at Ratana Sutta, especially, or Karaniya Metta Sutta, or Metta Sutta, whatever it is, or even Mangala Sutta, what we did yesterday, we just take the superficial meaning of it. We don't even understand what is he trying to say, because our mind has not developed to that level. If our mind can develop to any level, you will penetrate. You will not be shaken. Like many friends come to my home and they believe something or other, and then I start triggering them. If they talk about Vedanta, I will say, "Oh, is it? Have you read this?" And say, "No." "Why don't you read it?" And if they say, "I have read it," it's even more better for me. Now I can literally squeeze them. So in their own game, I can squeeze them. I'll put one shloka and ask them, "Okay, now you answer to this." And that's it. So see, if you don't have foundation, anybody can shake you up. So we should not be without foundation. The foundation is a sutta. If we don't know it, even if you know one sutta perfectly, it's sufficient. But if you don't know it, then people can shake you up. And then the kalaha vivada will start. That my view is correct, your view is wrong, because now you don't have any foundation. Yes.
I was at this birthday party where it's a bunch of spiritual people, and one guy came to me and started talking. He said, Chinese Dhamma is the best. And he said, I believe some Chinese are even more enlightened than Buddha. Like, okay, maybe.
Yes.
I said, no, what do you mean more enlightened? But if we're looking for, liberation, as long as it's there, that's fine. And he said, almost got you. I said, okay.
Yeah. So all the interpretation would be there. See, it is human nature. It's the nature of human to interpret. It's good one. Nothing wrong in that. But when they get attached to that interpretation, you get sucked into that. There's nothing wrong. But we have to unmuddle ourselves from all of this and see what is Buddha saying. And that's the reason an experiential faith in Buddha is most important. So if I am looking at the smile of the Buddha, I should first earnestly desire that. I too want this smile. How can he smile like that? And any artist who draws Buddha will put a smile. How? Even in America, if they were to paint, they will do the same thing. Even in Europe, they paint, they do the same thing. In Asia, they paint, they do the same thing. In any country, they paint, they do the same thing. How? How it is embedded into a person that you have to give a smile. But when they draw face of Rama or some other person, they will write in the way, their own way. But there is standardization in when they draw Buddha. Very surprising. Whether a Buddhist will draw the Buddha, or a Hindu will draw a Buddha, or a Christian will draw a Buddha, or whoever draws the Buddha will make sure that he smiles. Why?
Brand of Buddha.
Yeah, you cannot understand if it is not smiling, you will not consider it as a Buddha. It's very surprising, right? See, Jesus, I can draw it in different ways. Nobody questions. There's no standard. So everybody puts him on a cross. It's like this, and then they'll put one. And show him in pain. Or some people show him he is at peace. But in the terms of Buddha, that's a surprising element. Yes.
That's the nimitta of Buddha.
Yes, it's a nimitta of Buddha. Now, how did they get that? 2600 years have passed. And none of us have seen the Buddha. None of us. At this life, we have seen earlier, that is separate. But right now, we cannot recollect how was Buddha to see. But everybody as a standard does a smile, and they all like that peaceful look of his face, and they bring it home, irrespective of which religion he belongs to. That's a fascination. And nobody can take a stone and hit at Buddha. They would not. Why? This is something we need to see. So it is timeless. That's the fact. So you're following Buddha and you're following Dhamma here. And Karaniya Metta Sutta is the Sangha. We have this faith. Sila becomes a byproduct of it rather than the do something about it. So Jina Panjara, why I started this was, you have Jina Panjara, face is given to Buddha, head is given to the Buddha, body is given to the, eyes are given to the Dhamma, body is given to the Sangha. In that way, I am relieved of the pain of considering I exist. Now I don't exist. So now anybody gifting me is gifting whom? Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. Not to me. What a relief. So the heart, chitta, does not, chittam yasyana kampati, asokam virajam khemam, etam mangalam uttam. So you all bringing gifts is not going to overwhelm me with greed or hatred or delusion. Because you are not giving it to me. You are either giving it to the Buddha, or you are giving it to the Dhamma, or you are giving it to Sangha. In the same way, you can take it back. Because it never belonged to me in the first place. So I'm relieved of the pain of holding something and holding it and thinking that it is mine. Eso mama, eso ahamasmi, eso me atta. So the test is, Aryu, when you come, is to gift me all of that and say, Vilas is all for you. This is what they have given. And then say, so nice. Oh, this is the good. Oh, that is good. Then I am caught up. Yes.
Yeah, cloak of invisibility. You like wear this Chinapandra and you disappear.
Yeah, so I've already worn it. So it doesn't really matter. So when you come, it's through Jina Panjara. So Ratana Sutta is the Sangha, Hitayatana Sutta is the Dhamma, Dhamma Sutta is the Buddha. And then we can literally sing that. Which one? Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sango. Ratana Sutta, the first paragraph is that. Ujupatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sango. Nyayapatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sango. Amichis Patipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sango. Yadidam Chattari Purisa Yugani Atta Purisa Puggala Esa Bhagavato Savaka Sango. Ahunayo Pahunayo Dakkinayo Anjali Karaneyo Anuttaram Punyakettam Punyasa iti. Tomorrow we can take the Ratana Sutta and see how that comes within the range of these qualities of the Sangha. And when we have Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, Sila is guaranteed. So I don't have to necessarily sit and say Panati Pata Veramani Sikka Padam Samadhiyami Adinna Dana Veramani. That's just a recitation. Doesn't do anything. It's good to do, but doesn't lead anywhere. Okay, almost 10. Time to wind up. What's the practice for today? Ashutosh, you can't ask this question.
Yes, sir.
Vipassana Gayatri, we ask practice after the
Titayatana Sutta. Understanding Titayatana Sutta. AN 3.61.
Okay.
And connecting it to Swakhato Bhagavata Dhammo. Sandhittiko. That is, Sandhitti means to see. Can you see Patavidhatu? All the other people also have Patavidhatu. This room has Patavidhatu. Your house has Patavidhatu. Sandhittiko.
no imagination.
No imagination. I have sat, sir, some sand started to fall. Is it? When did it fall? That is true. Exist. But you take this. This nobody can fight. That anybody can refute. Don't take something which can be refuted and create into arguments. Take something nobody can argue. Nobody can win you in your argument. They can't say there are no over. Nobody can say there are no ayatanas. There. Nobody can say there is no mental preoccupation. You're feeling so manasa? Yes. Manasa, not kaika. So manasa. So manasa. Upekha. It is not kaika vedana. It is chetasika vedana. All the 18 are chetasika vedana. They are not kaika vedana. If somebody wants to refute, you have to refute the Buddha, not me. You go to the Anguttara Nikaya 3.61, study for yourself. I have no problem. So now I am absolved of argument. Otherwise we can argue on that for hours and hours and hours together without any respite. Is it? You think so? Go to Ayatan, this one. Vitayatana Sutta. Like Manjusha was talking about root. I said, why don't you go through the Mulaka Sutta? I'll tell you what's the root. So that removes the problem I'm going to face if I don't have foundation. Then I'll get stuck. I need to somehow convince or confuse, and then the kleshas will start to appear. That delays my progress. Instead, put in sutta. This sutta is for this. Okay, you have this problem, read this sutta. What he does with the sutta is not my problem. So everybody are doing very well. I mean, Vipassana of Goenka Ubakin or Paok tradition or the Dhamma tradition of Sri Lanka and also of Thai. Ajahn, it's very nice. No second thoughts. Build it on top of that. Build this one, sutta, on top of that. It will help you. That is what even Goenka also does. That's what I heard in 20-day, 30-day retreat. That is exactly what he does. So you do that. So for that, you don't have to go to retreat. You can do it here only. 10 days of the basic training. You add the sutta, develop it, done. But 10-day retreat is a must to understand how to penetrate into your mind. That is required. 20 days, 30 days, 45, 60, 90, 100, 200, 500, whatever days are optional. If you want to go, you can go. Nothing to stop. But you can adopt this, then you can do it all the time. Then you don't have to sit anywhere. Because Buddha is watching you. Dhamma tavalochane. Sangha is in the body. Good. Any final thoughts? We have 2 more minutes. Otherwise, I'm closing. All good. So, are you 5 more days for you to go? Excited? By the way, Aryu is getting a lot of gifts, meaning he is getting gifts from others. So his bag is too heavy.
Chirag, who's not in the the video yet, but he's coming staying with me for two days.
Correct.
Over here. I'm gonna make him listen to them.
Yes. Tomorrow we can. I think tomorrow he's there, right?
Yeah.
But tomorrow means tomorrow morning. Tomorrow.
Same meeting this
Same
time.
meeting. Yes. So we can make him attend. Good. Okay. So good night, Aryu, and good day to everyone. And Sachin, you want to meet today afternoon along with Anusha and Manjusha?
Yeah, I will share that video that we discussed about it.
You shared?
No, I will share. You forgot, so I will share.
You please share. Go ahead and share to Ashutosh and Sachin. Sorry, not Sachin. Manjusha.
Personally. Okay.
Okay, you personally share it. Okay, all right. Bye-bye.
Bye.